Aquarius, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. It's the 12th to the 18th of August 2019. Pardon me, early morning it is, and I'm having a cup of coffee, so pardon me while I finish that up while I'm doing the reading, Aquarius. Very early in the morning it is. Okay, so we're doing the weekly check-in. For your first reading, which is the weekly check-in reading, 9 areas, we use the Tarot in Wonderland by Barbara Moore. Beautiful. The Tarot of the Hidden Realm. Deck I bought ages ago but never used, and it's phenomenal. It's so accurate, it's unreal. We're going to use that. We can also use a relatively new deck, the Fae Tarot. It's quite new. It came only a couple of days ago. Brilliant deck this is. And also your spiritual guidance is using the Angel Answers Oracles by Doreen Virtue. Okay. Second reading, the 15 card work, other general energies, finance and career reading and love. We are using the Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Palin. Spiritual advice for love comes from the Romance Angels. Spiritual advice for money and work comes from Angels of Abundance, and other general energy advice comes from the Tea Leaf cards, okay, by Ray Hepburn. That's it, let's get juggling. Okay, Aquarius, we've got the cards down. I've just honed in for a closer look. Let's have a look at who you guys are this week. Okay, this is the Fae Tarot we're using for this. Oh wow, is that meant to be reversed? Yeah, it is. Got a reversal in there. You are the Fool reversed. Often I read the Fool reversed as somebody who's unwilling to take a risk. They're scared about making a mistake. In the upright, I mean, some readers will say that this is somebody who's like really reckless, but as far as I'm concerned, the Fool in the upright is a reckless one. Because he's the Fool. He's not called the Fool in the upright for no reason. Look at him, he's like, oh, what's this? Oh. And he's looking at this scary pumpkin and he's kind of like, oh, you know, looks scary, but you know, this is really intriguing. You know, there's certain cards within this tarot that represent, you know, exploration and experimentation. Fool is one, Page of Swords is another one. Okay. But I feel that with this reverse, and also you've got all these keys. Lots and lots of keys, and keys open doors. So you've got lots of opportunities here when it's in the upright, but it seems to me that you're kind of shirking those opportunities. And if you look at the keys, they're upside down, they're left up in the air. So it almost feels like to me that all these opportunities that you have are being left up in the air because some of you Aquarians are actually afraid to take a risk. You're very, very, very cautious with that Fool in the reverse. You're very nervous about doing anything wrong, about making a mistake. So, you know, there's good bits and bad bits to a Fool reverse. One of the worst bits of a Fool reverse is that you can have an opportunity to do something, but you don't do it because you're afraid that you're going to muck things up and therefore you lose the opportunity. So I'm seeing a lot of opportunities. You guys, I think that you've had more than one opportunity because of all the keys on you. And actually that's your card, isn't it? It's ruled by Uranus. Planet of freedom. It's very connected to Aquarius energy, but you guys are not doing anything here. You're kind of saying, oh well, you know, I do have all the, you've left loads and loads of opportunities up in the air because you've got lots of keys on you, but the keys are up in the air now, they're reversed. So it's almost like you've left a lot of opportunities up in the air, Aquarius, because of your fear. I get the impression some of you guys let fear stand in the way of doing stuff. And the theme of the week is the Ace of Cups. It's all about new opportunities and invitations because it's the Ace of Chalices straight cups. So there's new opportunities around you this week. There's a new opportunity around you. It's being given to you. It's being given to you. But you guys are very, very, very cautious to take that. You don't want to make a mistake and you don't want to get things wrong because you're afraid of getting hurt or you're afraid of kind of messing stuff up. And some of you guys are kind of like, well, yeah, I do have lots of opportunities, but I'm not picking which one I'm going to do right now. So in other words, because the keys are up in the air, I'm not going to choose which key I'm going to take to unlock that door. I'm just going to leave a lot of stuff up in the air at the moment because I just don't want to make a mistake, despite the theme of the week being that opportunities are probably being presented to you in this area here. What is your key goal for the week? The Chariot. It's called the Fairy Stallion on this deck, but it's the Chariot. I feel that your key goal is to move forward. I think, you know, the Chariot is all about success, but it's also about movement and being forceful. And being motivated and determined and confident. So I feel that you do have a key goal to, and I don't think that this is even, I mean, part of it might be a lack of motivation here, Aquarius, which doesn't really sound like you guys in a way. I don't know much about astrology, but I don't know whether that sounds like you guys. You're very kind of easygoing, free-thinking type of people. But you're scared to take a risk for sure, because Fool's reversed. And the theme of the week is there is an opportunity presenting itself to you. And your goal would be, well, yeah, my goal is to move forward with confidence and determination and fearlessness with this Chariot energy towards this, despite my fear of not really wanting to do it. And maybe just wanting to add it as another notch on my belt of the key that is kind of unused. What is your obstacle that you need to overcome? Well, there you go, the Four of Coins. Makes sense. Wanting to keep things the same and not venturing out of your comfort zone, because that's another explanation for the Four of Coins. And it makes sense if you're fearing taking an opportunity or opportunities that present themselves to you. And I think that you've had lots of opportunities, Aquarius, to open up a door to something new, but you've not taken it. All these opportunities just been left because the keys are kind of up in the air in this picture. And the opportunity this week, an opportunity actually presents itself to you. And you say, oh, I like that. I'm definitely going to move forward with that. That's my goal. Is to move forward towards this opportunity that's presenting itself to me. Well, the obstacle that you're going to need to overcome is, number one, not doing anything about it, because Four of Coins is passive energy. It doesn't move. Number two, it's not wanting change. Four of Coins doesn't like change. It likes to keep everything the same. You know, number three, a reluctance to change, a reluctance to move out of, you know, the comfort zone. Those are the obstacles that you're going to need to overcome, Aquarius, because I think that you're very much stuck in a comfort zone here, which is why you are very reluctant to take a chance. And you must want the chance, because otherwise, why would it be around you? Why would it be coming for you? What could you be accomplishing? You've got the Fool again. So you could, I mean, look, he's in the upright now, and he's on this deck. This is why I like using different decks, because I like to see what repeats. You could do it by the end of the week. You could actually take that one opportunity, which is here with the Ace of Cups, that comes to you. Because right now, this week, you're kind of like, hell no, I don't want to do that. I'm too scared, or I'm too cautious, or I'm too fearful. You know, I don't like... And the Fool also doesn't like surprises, so he doesn't like to do anything different when he's reversed, because he doesn't like the unknown. In the upright, he likes the unknown. He likes the sense of adventure and the thrill of adventure. Oh, what's around the corner? But in the reverse, he's kind of like, I don't like the idea of this, because I don't know what's around the corner. I don't want to play it safe. And that's the Four of Coins. It's about playing it safe. So some of you guys are kind of like, I want to play, you know, you need to overcome the obstacle of playing it safe consistently. And that's why you don't want that change. And it's saying by the end of the week, because your intention and your goal for the week is to move forward with determination, fearlessly, and also in a way with the Chariot to get that kind of raging fear under control, you could be accomplishing, finally taking the first steps towards, with this particular version of the Fool, taking the first steps towards this new beginning and really looking into that opportunity. So how interesting is that? What do you need to avoid this week? The Tower. So, you know, the Tower is breaking away from structures. The Tower is chaos. The Tower is... And it's interesting because Tower is ruled by, I think it's Mars, planet of war. So this is kind of... and how do you avoid the Tower? Because the Tower is a very surprising card. It says that things unexpected can come to you at any time. Let me have a look at the woman on his. Fireworks going off. Lots of... It doesn't look bad, this doesn't, but it does look like looks like a lot of noise here and stuff. Can you see this version of the Tower through the Tower in Wonderland? You need to avoid that. It's interesting because the Tower is something sometimes you can't avoid, not unless it's within you. I don't think it's doing anything rash, because you're not doing anything rash there, so that's silly. It wouldn't go with that, with the Tower. The only thing I can think of so far is this is something to do with your emotions. Because this is an unstable energy, is the Tower energy. This is being out of control. This is a very unstable foundation. I feel that really this is all about building your dreams on an unstable foundation. So I think you need to avoid doing that, because, what I'm thinking here is that you're used to not taking a risk. You want to play things safe. That's what you need to overcome the obstacle with. But finally, by the end of the week, you might just say, yeah, I'll go out and I'll have a look at that opportunity then. I'll literally take the first steps to kind of, engaging with this opportunity rather than saying, nah, I think next. Because you've got all these opportunities that have just been left up in the air. You've not done anything about them. But that's good, but it might be that you need to avoid kind of, with this Tower energy, putting all your hopes on, because you're going to do that, putting all your hopes on something that's not strong foundationally with the Tower energy. Because this would be completely out of character to say really it's something to do with you. Because the Fool reversed is not the Tower, energy-wise. The Fool reversed is more composed, he's more cautious. He's looking left, he's looking right, he's looking behind him, he's looking in front of him. He doesn't like surprises. He's very composed, I find the Fool reverse to be when he's reversed. So how could we say you need to avoid this as an internal measure? And also the second thing against us with that Tower is Tower moments are usually out of our control. Usually we can't do anything about the surprises, so you can't necessarily avoid that. So it might be building or putting your, or building up some form of expectation. You need to avoid with the Tower energy. But actually, no, it doesn't feel like that either. It almost feels like you need to avoid doing things completely outside of who you are. That's how it feels. It's almost like, do you know what it feels like? It feels like you're going from one extreme to the other. We have the Fool here where you're reluctant to take a chance, and then the Tower here, which is going beyond all expectations. Because when you do Tower, you've got to fit the cards into the story. Wouldn't make sense to say avoid doing anything rash, because you've not been rash here. So we don't need to tell you that. You've been very, very considered with the Fool in the reverse. So it wouldn't be about being rash. It can't be, because you've not been rash here. It's not like you're the Knight of Wands or the Knight of Swords there, is it? Then we could say, well, maybe you need to avoid kind of being rash a little bit here. But it's not that. I think it's going from one extreme to the other, in a way. Because here you need to overcome the obstacle that you're playing it safe. Which is why you're not taking risks, Aquarius. But here you need to avoid the Tower energy. I don't know whether this is building a foundation on something unstable, maybe, with that Tower energy. Because it's a pretty tricky card, because it's something that you can't avoid. Tower moments are things that you can't avoid. And it might be also you need to avoid doing something that is completely beyond who you are as well. Take risks, but also know what your limitations are. And there are no limits sometimes with that Tower, because it's free fall. So it might be that you need to avoid, even though it's about this week is good for kind of taking a risk, a little bit of a risk with that Fool energy, and just stepping outside of the comfort zone of the Four of Coins. You also need to avoid, though, doing anything too far beyond your boundaries, I would say. I would say that you need to avoid, though, doing something too far beyond your reach and your boundaries, okay? What is the thing that you need to embrace? This is going to be Eight of Coins. So this is going to be a learning process for you. You're just developing and mastering. So you're going to have to embrace that you're at the start of the journey with the Eight of Coins. This is going to be a process in which you're going to learn how to develop your skills with the Eight of Coins energy. This is going to be a process where you're going to learn how to master certain things. Not a lot is going to be expected of you. Okay, you need to avoid with the Tower energy just kind of doing things completely outside of who you are. Alright, it's fine to take a risk, you haven't taken one. But also avoid thinking maybe that maybe this is you thinking that things are going to be expected of you, that are out of your reach. Maybe this is something to do with thinking. I'm probably going to get a clarifier on that Tower. Because I don't think this is you actually. I'm sorry I keep changing my mind, but it just feels like it in the reading. And I try and be as thorough as I can with the readings that I do. I don't even think this is you doing something completely out of your reach with the Tower. I think this is you thinking that something is going to be completely out of your reach with the Tower energy. You need to avoid that. because it's saying embrace that this is going to be a learning process with the 8 of Coins, and you're going to be taught how to master skills and how to do certain stuff, you know. So maybe that's one of the reasons why you've not taken a risk. Maybe there's been a lack of confidence. Maybe you felt that there would be too much expectations of you, but I don't think that there will be. If you need support, where can you go? The 8 of Wands is where you can go. You got 2 8s. 8s mean change in the tarot. 8s also mean to master skills. So this is all about mastering skills. And also 8s are about advancement and movement. We're seeing movement here this week with those 8s. We're seeing the advancement of skills and the advancement and movement and swiftness. This is swift energy, but this is about working slowly and diligently towards accomplishing things. Well, if you need advice, where can you go? The 8 of Wands, where you can go to someone by, you know, this is about communication. And so maybe you need to message someone with the 8 of Wands energy. Maybe you need to, if you need support, go message someone. You know, you can send as many emails as you want. Get clarification from someone. I think this is all about getting clarification with the 8 of Wands energy. Those 8 of Wands will be someone you can contact on the other side of the phone, or more than likely I would say on the other side of an email, because this is sending lots of messages. So I think if you need support, speak to someone who you can contact by email about whatever this opportunity is with the Fool. Let's quickly do this reading again, and I'm going to just clarify what that Tower is about, because they're saying you need to avoid the Tower. I'm going to ask what it means you need to avoid the Tower. Because it wouldn't be about coming out of your comfort zone, which the Tower can be as well, because you're stuck in it all the time, which is why you do this. So it can't be that. What do you mean they need to avoid the Tower? What do you mean that Aquarius needs to avoid the Tower in 2 cards? 2 of Swords. It's about closing your heart. 2 of Swords. Closing your heart. 2 of Swords energy, or facing a decision. 3 of Cups energy. It feels like you're outside of group. Maybe that's the reason why, because Aquarians are very independent individual, and they're also very different. So sometimes I feel with Aquarius it's very difficult sometimes for people to accept you because of the way that you are. Sometimes the way that you dress, sometimes the way that you come across. And it doesn't fit in with other people's conservative ideas. Maybe you've closed your heart to being in groups. Maybe you've not worked in groups for a while. So maybe the Tower is panic, actually. I think it's panic. Because Tower is like, whoa, you know, it's panic. Panic. I think it's because you haven't worked, some of you guys haven't worked within a team for a while. Or some of you guys have problems working in groups. Because this is groups, and the 2 of Swords is closing its heart to it. So you either haven't worked in a team for a while, maybe you've been working on your own, Aquarius, or you've got problems with working with people. For some of you guys it will be women, probably, with that 3 of Cups as well. Maybe you have problems working with women. We get this reading quickly again, Aquarius. So week commencing 12th to the 18th. I think this is work potentially. This is you not taking risks. Again, you know, here goes another opportunity just being left up in the air. Full reverse, you're cautious, you're nervous, you're anxious, you don't trust, you don't like surprises, and you want to keep things the same. But the theme of the week is that you are being offered an opportunity here with the Ace of Cups energy. But again, there you guys show as being reluctant to take it. And it's just another opportunity that's just left up in the air with those keys up in the air. Your goal is to take a chance, though, the Chariot, to take control of your fears, probably with that Chariot energy, and just to go for it. Just to move forward and at least to be confident enough and ambitious and determined enough to move towards this opportunity. You want to do it, but you're afraid to. But if you're going to do that, you need to overcome the obstacle of kind of trying to keep things the same. And also putting your barriers up as well. Because I think that with the 4 of Coins energy as well, it's all about putting those barriers up so we keep the outside world out. Overcome the obstacle with this 4 of Coins energy. If you look at these two, I think they're badges. They look really comfy. You know, so you overcome the obstacle of kind of just staying in the situation that you're in right now because it's comfortable, you know. Because the Fool is not into comfortability. He's into taking risks. So you need to overcome that obstacle that you're probably very comfortable with the way that things are right now, which is why you don't want to take risks as well. However, you could be achieving that first step with that forward energy towards this opportunity that is presented to you, Aquarius, here. Avoid panicking, I think, with this energy, this Tower, because this is about you closing your heart or you don't get on with groups, okay? This is to do with you kind of shutting down a little bit when it comes to people, certain types of groups. Maybe it's women, maybe it's just people, maybe people have caused problems for you or something like that. But you're panicking about others, about groups for some reason, for some of you guys. Understand that nothing will be expected of you too much, okay? Because embrace that this is going to be a learning process. You're going to be doing courses, for example, for some of you guys. You're going to be taught stuff. You're going to be taught how to master certain things. There's all sorts of things that are worrying about you, because I think you haven't had much experience in a long time of doing something different. Some of you guys might have been a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home dad for the past 15 years, 16 years, and you're like, oh man, you know, I've got a real kind of anxiety level thing going on when it comes to working with groups, because I haven't been around groups that much, you know. But just remember that you're going to be taught how to master these skills. Again, and the Age of Coins doesn't even have to be about the work that you're doing in this situation. It might be that saying need to embrace that the Age of Coins is telling you that you are going to master these skills over a period of time as well. So if the skill set is all about, well, I've been a stay-at-home mum or dad for a long time and I haven't been involved with groups, you know, and I'm scared to take that risk and I'm more comfortable just staying at home, you know. But I think that I'm going to take that kind of first step towards it, saying, well, don't worry about it, because in time you'll learn how to master becoming someone who is, you know, again in the world and that type of thing. I'm just giving you an example there, you know. If you need support, then contact someone. Just call them or email them, somebody across the, you know, somebody who's got, you know, connected to this opportunity here. Or maybe it's family or friends. Just contact someone. Just reach out. They'll answer your call with that out of wands. Let's have a quick look at what the advice is from the angels. Universe, Spirit, for Aquarius, what is your advice, please, on this reading? What is your advice? Give me a sentence to tell me what the advice is you have for Aquarius. It's talking about forgiveness. Will bring a peaceful resolution. So forgiveness is going to bring a peaceful resolution. I mean, this could be literally anything, you know, but it's saying this week, the advice from the angels, or it doesn't have to be in with this, it just depends whatever it is. But it's saying that forgiveness is going to bring a peaceful resolution, okay, showing up here. And yes, let's pull these cards up here. So forgiveness will bring a peaceful resolution. And yes, you do need to choose a new direction, okay? And you need to take action with that. Can you see that? So forgiveness will bring a peaceful resolution. Maybe you need to forgive yourself for something here, Aquarius. And yes, exclamation mark. You do need to choose a new direction, but you need to take action, which you've not been doing there, okay? It's saying in a romance, you need to listen to your intuition as well, Aquarius. Okay. And that's it. Okay, that's your reading, guys, on that one. We're going to come back now with a with your second reading, okay, which is the 15 card work, general, love and romance type thing. Okay, bear with me while I shuffle the cards. Okay, guys, reading is here. Let's have a look. So the other general energies we've got, right, Temperance. This is all about healing and mediation, is the Temperance energy showing up here. It can also be a Sagittarius person. So 3 of Wands. Okay, so this is all about mediation, but this could also be the merging of some form of a partnership as well. 3 of Wands is a partnership card, especially when it's a creative partnership. So there could be the merging of a partnership showing up here as well with the Temperance energy and that 3 of Wands energy. Or it could be something to do with maybe group mediation. But I would probably be more inclined to say that there's some merging of a partnership for some of you Aquarians this week. 2 of Coins. So the 2 of Coins is juggling and the need to balance with the 2 of Coins energy. The King of Wands, so motivations and intentions. I feel what I'm looking at here is that this week for some of you Aquarians, there could be the merger of a really important kind of partnership. 3 of Wands energy is a partnership in groups, okay? So there's almost like the merging of a group energy showing here. But I feel that you're going to have to try and manage kind of everybody's expectations and intentions, because the King of Wands is the ambition card, it's the motivation, it's, you know, what our motivations are, what our, you know, expectations are. This screen looks wonky. Oh, sorry, I just get really offended by wonky screens. I can't explain it, I hate it. Yeah, Temperance and the Three of Wands, merging of a partnership, business partnership probably, with that Three of Wands. Oh, somebody's ringing me. I'll have to get her back in a moment. Two of Coins. I'm seeing having to manage or trying to balance out the intention or the motivations within the group showing up here. And it will bring victory with the Six of Wands. So I think this is very good. Temperance showing up here. I'm going to just decline this person because I'm on a call. I'm on a reading. Merging off business group. Two of Coins, having to manage or balance out everybody's kind of, this is a little bit of the ego intentions is going to bring success to this merger this week for some of you Aquarians. In terms of love, we've got the Page of Swords, so this is about communication. Small talk is the Page of Swords energy showing up here. You might be dealing with a younger air sign individual, but there's frustration. Also, Page of Swords is an argument. Okay, so this might be this week for some of you guys in love. Might be there's a bit of an argument here. There's a lot of frustration with that Eight of Swords energy showing up there. With a water sign, male or female, King of Cups. I'm seeing an argument and frustration with a water sign this week potentially. For some of you Aquarians here. Tower, lots of chaotic energy in this relationship with this individual. Okay, Five of Cups in the reverse, but it's going to heal. Okay, Five of Cups reverse represents healing. Now that is the major arcana, I agree. So this is like, but remember with the majors, they're not always that bad. I mean, I know a lot of people say, oh, but it's a major arcana, it's a massive energy. Not all the time. If you do have a big argument with that Tower energy, it's going to heal, because the Five of Cups in the reverse means to heal and overcome stuff. So I am seeing some arguments here with the King of Cups. There's lots of frustration. I do see massive, some massive blowout perhaps with that Tower energy. But it's funny because the King of Cups and the Tower, they're both Scorpio energy as well. So if you're dealing with a Scorpio, this person might just blow up. All right, Aquarius, and that could be you, because we've got two air, two Scorpio energy, and this is also water energy as well. Tower's ruled by Mars, but it is a card that also rules Scorpio as well. It's one of Scorpio's ruling planets, and then you've got the water here. So it could be that this is also you, Page of Swords, getting really angry with this King of Cups, and you're getting really frustrated. It might be that this King of Cups usually appears to be quite calm and sedate. Maybe they have a bit of a blowout here. Maybe they blow their top. But I think that they'll come back and apologise afterwards if that's the case. Finally, work. Let's have a look. A Queen of Cups now. So this could be a friend within the workplace for some of you Aquarians that you're talking to. Strength. I think a friend is bringing you strength this week. She's bringing a lot of confidence. I think this is a friend within the workplace, bringing a lot of confidence to you with that strength energy. Yeah, and happiness with the Four of Wands energy showing there. However, you're saying no. What are you saying no to? Trying something else, to guidance, or to trying something else. Six of Swords is moving towards something else or guidance. You don't want some guidance though. Or you don't want support. You're saying no to support or guidance or moving on to the next stage. I'm seeing a friend who's bringing a lot of strength and happiness in the workplace. But it also might be, well, Queen of Cups energy. I think this is a friend. I think this is a person who brings a lot of strength and support. This is a very strong person here as well. Strength in the Queen of Cups. I'm seeing a nice person in the workplace. This person might have a very strong or be in a very strong position, or she's bringing strength. I think perhaps something about a move. You're saying no to a move, because Four of Wands and the Six of Swords can be moving to another department or another job. So you might be yours, and this is the no card. So it might be that Queen of Cups, and it might be the Queen of Cups is you as well. Maybe emotionally you feel quite strong where you are, and maybe in terms of a move with that Four of Wands and the Six of Swords to a new job or a new department, you're saying no as well to that potentially. Let's have a quick look at your love area. So we've got in the love area, what is the advice you have for Aquarius and love? Show me. Release your ex. That's interesting. The time has come to clear your energy. So this might be an ex, potentially. But I'm seeing forgiveness with the Five of Cups energy in the reverse. Or it could be arguments and frustration with a King of Cups energy. Maybe this is a breakup here. Maybe you're healing from a breakup here. It's saying to release your ex in love. Let's have a look at what the advice is for your work energy. Because I think you're saying no to a move. Because you've got the no card of the Two of Swords and anchoring that in the Four of Wands, which is the movement card. You know, this is the building or the, you know, the office or wherever it is, and this is moving, Six of Swords. So like moving departments or offices, but it's a no there. It's almost like you feel strong where you are, maybe. Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have? Okay, so it says, words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you attract for yourself and others. Interesting, okay. Might be somebody's loving words or somebody's emotional support brings strength. So you might be getting a lot of support from this woman emotionally, and it's bringing a great deal of strength. Somebody's backing you up, somebody's being there for you. But you're saying no to some form of a move here. And finally, the tea leaf cards, Aquarius. Let's have a look. Universe Spirit, can you show me 3 cards just to give me general advice for the week? What is it you want Aquarians to know? I'm going to have to stop this person because they're getting on my nerves. Okay, let's have a look. 3 cards. I'll get her in a moment. Right, we do 3. Here we go. 3 cards. It says Peacock, beware of great pride. Maybe there's something here about great pride. Carriage, a journey either physical or mental. Perhaps that's something to do with this. And Shield, you need to defend yourself. Okay, that is your reading, my darlings, for the week. If you'd like a private reading, please click on the comment section. It's the link in the comment section below or at the end of the video. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for your time, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.